What up, y'all? IntraVenus here, back with another episode. Today I bring you yet another Pokemon ROM hack in its physical form. And this one is probably going to be the best yet. From what I've read, this often pops up right near the top of the top 10 Pokemon ROM hacks of all time. This is Pokemon Unbound. Of course, on a realistic looking Game Boy Advance gray cartridge. And we've got a Nintendo looking board in there. And it looks just like you would normally find a Game Boy Advance game, except for this game never actually came out. This is a fan-made Pokemon game, and it's supposed to be incredible, completely original. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop it in my Game Boy Advance and check it out, see what it's all about, maybe play the first 5 minutes or so, see what Pokemon you start out with, stuff like that. Then I want to do a save test to make sure it saves. And then we're going to go ahead and pop it in the Retron 5 to see if it can be played on the TV in that way. So let's pop it into my SoCal Game Boy Advance. This is a custom-made Game Boy Advance from SoCal Game Boy. Check out SoCalGameBoy.com. Let's pop this baby on. Not for resale. Uh-oh. I bought this. This looks really cool. I like this title screen. And with some sort of remix on the Pokemon theme. Sick. I'm thinking this must be made by Skelly. Let's check this out. Welcome to Pokemon Unbound. Before you begin playing, please be aware that this is a non-profit fan game. If you paid for this game, reclaim your money immediately. Well, I gotta say, if the creator released this on a physical cartridge, I would go ahead and pick it up, but this is the only way I found it, and I was willing to pay $5 for it. Just saying. Let's pop this on my consoleizer, also from SoCal Game Boy, so I could play this with steady hands, using an SNES controller. Here we go. In the world which you are about to enter, you will embark on a grand adventure with you as the hero. The world is a big place. Take your time exploring. There is no rush. Speak to people and check things wherever you go, be it towns, roads, or caves. The world and its people are alive. As you grow, they will grow along with you. Wow. With that in mind, you are almost ready to enter the Borrius region. But first, choose a character. Alright. Choose a skin tone. Cool. Hair color. This has a built-in character creator. This is pretty cool. I'm gonna go with this orange hair. Choose a jacket color. Wow. Alright, I want my jacket to be gray. Choose a trim color too. Alright, I'm gonna make my trim orange as well. Is this who you'll play as? Yes, it is. Last but not least, what is your name? Well, I am MC. Look at that, it switches. Usually they keep it all caps unless you like try to go over to the symbols and stuff. Okay, that's pretty cool. So I am MCIV. Your name is MCIV, yes? Yes, it is. Now let's determine the best way for you to play the game.
Is this your first time playing Pokemon Unbound?
Yes, it is.
Are you using the Eclipse, GPMU, John GBA, or...
No, I'm not.
Do you forget to save often?
No.
Do you enjoy challenging puzzles, including stealth puzzles to boulder puzzles?
I don't really. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like it, but I'm gonna say yes, because I don't want them to remove anything from my game.
The game's puzzle difficulty has been set to challenging. If you change it at any point using the menu, be sure to leave the area for the changes to take effect.
Oh, okay. That's cool. I'll change it then if I don't like it.
Do you know about the common matchups such as Fairy type being weak to the Poison type?
Yes.
Do you know the types of maturity Pokemon, with score being the ground and flying types?
Yes.
Are you looking for a casual gameplay experience without worrying too much about battles?
No.
Are you okay training new Pokemon for your team every so often?
Yes.
So you know about EVs and IVs and like factoring them in?
I do, but I don't know a whole lot about it. This should be interesting.
Are you okay grinding for EVs?
No.
Difficult is the recommended difficulty for you. While you're allowed to pick a higher difficulty, doing so may harder gameplay. Are you okay with continuing the difficulty?
Yes, I am.
The game's difficulty has been set to difficult. Feel free to switch between vanilla and difficult at any point using the options menu. Would you like to enable an optional hard level cap? After certain levels are reached, this will prevent your Pokemon from gaining any more experience until the next milestone is completed.
No, I don't want to do that. I like to prep. Long ago, the Borrius region was engulfed by a great war with the foreign land. It was a brutal war, one which lasted many years. During that time, the enemy managed to seize the upper hand. Oh, look at them battling. On the brink of defeat, the Borrian king summoned a dark force to help turn the tides of battle. This is cool, a whole intro. The foreign army's advantage was lost almost instantly. As soon as it entered the battlefield, the Dark Force used its power to create portals and transport the invading army back home. Look, there they go. With the foreign army gone, the war seemed at an end for Borrius. However, their king, overcome by his lust for power, sent the Borrian army through the portals as well. The war continued to rage in the foreign land for several years. Many more men and Pokemon were conscripted to fight and inevitably met their end on the battlefield. One such Pokemon having been a dear friend of the enemy king. Overcome with grief, the king built a device to restore its life, granting himself immortality in the process. This is quite the intro. But this traumatic event left him scarred and filled with anger. Unable to forgive the world that had hurt his precious Pokemon, he turned his machine into a giant weapon, the ultimate weapon. The king became a bringer of destruction that ended the war. Cool. With the war over, what little remained of the Borrian army returned home. The king's Pokemon left him, and the battlefield became silent. Yet peace was still to come. Enraged over the fruitless war fought, survivors of the war wished for ample compensation for the Borrian king. When he had nothing to offer them, they began to manipulate the Dark Force to attack the Borrian kingdom in an attempted coup. In an effort to stop the madness, the Borrian king gathered the legendary Pokemon Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres. Using the power of the three birds, a prison was created for the Dark Force, sealing its power. It's kind of almost like a Zelda beginning. It became a shadow of its former self. Stripped of its power, it was taken in by the king and supervised by his progeny, until one fateful day, 16 years ago. Hoopa. I worry, old friend, for the future, for when she arrives, I won't be able to protect you if she tries something. No, she will try something. It's a matter of what it will be. That's why, my friend, you must go into hiding. I'll send your Pokeball adrift amidst the waves. You'll surely be safer lost at sea than if you were to remain with me. If I'm wrong and nothing happens, I'll call you back. But if this is to be our final time together, protect my son if he is ever in danger. And in turn, should the wrong sort try to force your true power free, then trust him to protect you. Farewell, my good friend. Oh, sad little beginning. Oh! Threw the Pokemon right in the water. It's gone. So you came after all. Let's get this over with. Oh, he's about to battle it to the death. 15 years later. This game does seem pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. How can I fulfill Grandpapa's wish if I cannot catch a single Pokemon? I promised I would finish the war. But right now, I cannot even begin to fathom the possibility. Whatever should I do? Here comes the Pokeball. Bloop, bloop. I knew it. A Pokeball. Here. Now. Oh my god. This Pokemon, it can't be. It appears, Grandpapa, there may be a way after all. It is time for destruction to engulf the land, and for the eternal flower to bloom once again. Whoa, what the heck's going on here? Am I chasing the Pokemon? Is that me? No, that's not me. What the heck's going on? Whoa! Hey man, that's like a traditional introduction to a movie, more of a modern introduction to a video game, rather. Present day. Cool, man. There's Hoopa. Oh! Oh, just sucked me right in there. I've been unbound.
What the? How did you get in here?
Quick, scientists! What are you standing around for? Grab him!
Now, knock him out and lock him up in the warehouse. Zeph is going to freak out when he hears about this.
Jeez, this game is just, it's intense. Quite a lot going on. Hoopa, Hoopa, come on, help me up, Hoopa. Wake me up. He is unconscious, Hoopa. Bloop, bloop, bloop.
Stop. Have I not told you countless times to stay out of my cube space, unless you have express permission? I am aware you cannot travel through your rings anymore, but that does not give you the right to disobey me. And were you the one responsible for bringing him here? I do not know what you wanted him for, but you have been a repeated nuisance ever since I found you on that beach last year. Oh, he's the one. Okay, that makes sense, because they sucked me up in there, and that's the guy who found the beach Pokemon. I may not be your true guardian, but I am your trainer now. And as your trainer, I order you to cease these immature antics of yours. Now! What a bother. Wait. Now that I think about it, I could work with this. He's gonna use that Pokemon against me? Hey, look. Right. First of all, I'm not holding a running button. We're just running. We're just running along here. That's cool, because I don't like holding the B button all the time. I like just run around. Yo, this game looks sick. Right away, I'm starting off in this interesting area. Found a potion. What's this? Anything? Hey, what do you think you are? Who do you think you are? Do you think you can get away with keeping me locked up in here? You'd better let me through right now, or you're gonna feel my wrath. Back off, kid. I'm under strict orders to keep you locked up. So scram unless you want to feel my wrath. Smart choice. Keep far away from this door and you won't regret it. Huh, who are you? Pretty sure I was by myself when they threw me in here. MCIV, huh? And you're saying you got sucked in here by a magic portal? That's a pretty dramatic entrance. Hey, those clothes. Do you live in Frozen Heights? I just moved in, but I guess I never stopped by to say hi. Say, how about we buddy up and look for a way out of here together? The door back there is a bust, with that guard in the way. Well, there's a lot of text, a lot of story going on here. I guess I should introduce myself, partner. My name is Dingus. Is his name Dingus? Yeah. My name's Dingus. I'm looking for my parents, and I thought these people would have a lead on them. And well, you can see they hate it when people go snooping. Anyway, we'd better start looking for another exit. Let's move. Alright, I figured. Okay, so this guy's got red hair too, but he's not the bad guy with the red hair that has Muna. It's a different person. This is Dingus. Okay, so actually, when I hold the run button, I walk slow instead of the other way around. For like creeping, I guess? Did you hear that, MCIV? It sounded like some Pokemon are trapped in that cage over there. Let's go check it out. Oh cool, this is where we're gonna get our Pokemon right here. The lock appears fragile. Break it? Yes, please. The door cage swung open. It's a Gibble. Okay, looks like these Pokemon are grateful and they want to join us. If we each take one and put them in these Pokeballs we picked up, we can use them to attack the guard and escape. So what are you waiting for? Go ahead, choose a Pokemon. That's what I was waiting for. We got a Beldum. Interesting. Larvitar. I think I'm going to go with Larvitar. And Gibble. I already went with Gibble and Dark Rising, and I want Larvitar. He's brave in nature. No, I'm not going to name him though, so he's going to take the metal one. The least attractive Pokemon there. Disheartened, the Gibble left. Oh, poor guy. That made me feel bad. Now that we have our Pokemon, let's head back to the exit. We'll force our way out of here. Well, you know what? Let's just go to that battle. Let's see what the battling looks like. And then we're going to do a save test. We'll do a TV test, and then we'll wrap it up here. Because this obviously, there's a lot to this game. So I'm under strict orders to keep you locked up. You don't really have a choice anymore. You're gonna let us out, or get your sorry butt handed to you. Quit fooling yourself. There's nothing you can do to make me let you through. Let's team up, yo. Show this guy what we can do. You both are really starting to get on my nerves. Inkay. Skorupi. Alright. Cool. Great animation here and sprites. Look, this all looks really good. Like the colors. Look at those Pokeballs. He's got them both in some, what was those, nest balls or something? They were green and orange. Dingus. Send out your Beldum. We're starting out with level 10 Pokemon. It's not very effective. Bash him. Don't poison my Larvitar. Jeez. Crush. I like the colors. All the text looks clean. The sprites look great. I'm liking it. I am liking it. What's this? It looked like it had someone we were choosing the moves. Looked like some suggestions of their power over the other person or something in the corner, which is a nice touch. Yeah, we're gonna level up our Pokies. The Shadow Grunt has been defeated. Not bad, MCIV. You and I make a pretty good team, but I'll take it from here. Let me use these items on our Pokemon to heal it from the fight. Wow, he's just using the Pokemon on the man himself now. He didn't even have any Pokemon to defend him with. Okay. Yep. If you're in any trouble, just use your Pokemon. Oh, and one more thing. As soon as you get home, we're going to battle. You impressed me when we battled together, so I want to see how I'll fare against you. Until then, don't tire yourself out too much. Okay, Dingus. Let's go ahead and Look at that. I like that too. Look at this custom pause menu here. We got the Pokemon list. Cube V3. We're storing all our stuff into a special cube instead of like a backpack. That's pretty cool. What do we got here? Save game. Game settings. Let's see what they got under game settings. The normal. Oh, there's an R mode. I like that they added that. Something for the R button. L mode. Get auto run. You can do items. L equals A, which I often like to do. Very cool. Save prompts. Prompt you to save. You can choose to skip cutscenes. Change the puzzle difficulty. If you press R, there's battle options. You can turn on and off experience share. This game has it all. Overworld theme, wild theme, trainer theme, audio quality. Wow. Alright then, let's go ahead and save it. I appreciate y'all sticking around so long. Game has been saved. Let's turn it off. Turn it back on. And there it is. We got the save working here, so let's go ahead and do a TV test. We'll wrap it up. Alright, so let's do a TV test. I got my Retron 5 here, my mini TV. We're going to pop out the game. We've popped out the game. We're going to go ahead and pop it here in the Retron 5. We got it loading up here. It's going to take a second, so I'm going to speed through this. Alright, here we go. We're all set up. We got the game loaded. It says unknown cartridge. It took longer than usual to load it up because this is a pretty massive Pokemon game. It's normal for it to say unknown cartridge because that's what it's going to do if it's a repro or something like that. So here we go. Also, you're going to see this. That's totally normal. We're going to say we're going to play it anyways. It doesn't recognize the cartridge. And here we are. We got the same screen. Great audio. Skelly Games presents. Skelly Games did a great job. Pokemon Unbound. Press start. Most likely it's not going to recognize the save file, which is normal. However, and it didn't. If you put this back into Game Boy Advance, that save file is still going to be there. And also, in reference to it playing on the Retron 5, you can also save it on here. It saves it within the console. If I were to turn this off right now and turn it back on, it'll start off right where I left off, even if I remove this game and put it in later. So, definitely can be played here. That's great. Alright, y'all, so there we have it. We tested out this amazing Pokemon game on the Game Boy Advance, a custom made by SoCal. We tried it on the TV with the Retron 5. It played amazingly well on both. Save tests, passed the flying colors. And I've got to say, this is probably the most intriguing Pokemon ROM hack that I've gotten yet. This is right there next to Sovereign of the Skies as far as unique gameplay and everything. This is a whole new game, whole new story. Create your own character at the beginning, all kinds of cool stuff. I really like it. What do y'all think about it? Let me know down in the comments. I really appreciate it. And thank you for sticking around till the end of the video. If you like this, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not already. It really helps me out and encourages me to make more videos. I've got a lot more games coming. I've got at least 20 more Pokemon games in physical form that you've never played before to check out on the channel, as well as a bunch of other stuff. So, until next time, I'll catch you on the next episode. Peace out.
Childhood, we were all there together, and in denial would play like it was forever. And in the tall woods, we'd stay out of the weather like it was all good. Every day we made it for pleasure. We were saying whatever came to our minds, plain and simple like a tetherball reaching the sky. We were taking new heights on the swing while it was making us fly. Beat the king of the hill and everything will be fine. The thrill